I understand that you handle cases and claims against doctors, psychiatrists, and therapists who sexually harass or sexually abuse their patients. What makes your law firm unique from the other lawyers in Texas who handle sexual exploitation cases against doctors and therapists?
Well, I think the thing that sets me apart from other law firms in Texas is my unique background and experience as a criminal investigator, a former chief of police, and a former felony prosecutor with the Travis County District Attorney's Office. Most attorneys that are handling claims like this are personal injury attorneys, and many of them have no criminal law experience or criminal investigative experience. So that's what really sets my firm apart, is having that solid background and knowing how to investigate a case, which is a criminal case usually, and also a civil case. And we're handling the civil case, but you need someone with that knowledge and experience of how to handle a criminal case in order to really represent you well and understand how to handle these types of specialized cases.
What constitutes a claim of sexual exploitation in Texas?
Sexual exploitation is actually defined and governed by the Texas Civil Practice and Remedies Code in Texas, and it breaks it down into different categories. But first and foremost, the cases I see a lot is sexual contact between the doctor, therapist, or psychologist who is taking care of the patient. So any type of sexual contact, lewd or improper communications between a doctor, a therapist, or psychiatrist toward the patient, lewd emails, lewd text messages, those would fall within sexual exploitation. And one thing I want to point out about the sexual contact, even consensual sexual contact between a patient and a doctor or psychiatrist is illegal and is actionable as a personal injury claim against a doctor. So there is nothing consensual when you're dealing with a patient-doctor relationship. So that's one thing I want to point out. Predators like these, psychiatrists, therapists, and doctors who prey upon men and women who are patients, try to elude certain avenues, thinking that they're going to get away with these types of offenses by having these offenses occur maybe in the patient's own home or their home. So it doesn't matter whether it's in the doctor's office, and it doesn't matter whether they coerce you into trying to consent to this type of disgusting and illegal actions. That's the main categories. Anything sexual, contact or communication, would be sexual exploitation with a patient.
How expensive is it to hire an attorney to handle a sexual exploitation case?
At our law firm, it's not expensive. There's no risk to our clients. We handle these cases the same way we handle car crash cases. That means a percentage contingency fee. Our fee, our attorney's fee, is never paid unless we obtain a recovery for you as a client. So if we're unable to obtain a recovery, you don't owe us a penny, not 1 penny for costs or our time. If we obtain a recovery for you, which we do in the vast majority of these cases, then we're paid a percentage of whatever the case settlement figure is.
What advice do you have for women or men who are the victims of sexual abuse or sexual exploitation by their doctor, psychiatrist, or therapist?
The most important thing, if something like that happens, is to immediately contact an attorney who is skilled in these types of cases. And I mean somebody with real litigation experience. Not a criminal attorney who does a little bit of car crash cases on the side. I'm talking about attorneys who've dedicated their lives, like myself, 38 years litigating cases in the courtroom. Person like me who holds an AV rating by Martindale-Hubbell, the highest rating awarded by the oldest legal directory in the United States. AV rating means that you have the highest level of ethics and the highest level of legal competence to handle a case. After surveys are sent out to different attorneys and also judges who've seen you in the courtroom. So you have to know how to handle these cases, and I can't stress enough, because of the nature of these cases, you need an attorney. Most attorneys are not equipped to investigate criminal type of conduct. That's the difference between my firm and the scores of other personal injury attorneys out there. 99% of them have no idea how to investigate criminally cases like this. That's what sets us apart.
Do potential clients have to come into your office to get a consultation?
No, that's a great question because we get lots of email inquiries from my website and also telephone calls from folks who are victims of sexual exploitation by their psychologist, psychiatrist, their family counselor, their own doctors. Okay, so we handle consultations throughout the state of Texas over the telephone, by email, and there's never a charge for a consultation.
So there's no charge for consultation, is that correct?
That's correct. There's zero risk. No charge for a consultation. And again, if we accept your case, you're not going to be asked to pay any money up front. Our fee is completely contingent on obtaining a recovery for you. So if you've got a question, I would really love to hear from you. Give me a call, 512-708-1650. Go to my website, kevinmadison.com, and check out my credentials and match them up against other attorneys who are out there practicing this area of law. I would love to hear from you, and all consultations are completely confidential. Thank you.